about how we got the stars. Please.
Again? Oh, all right. I'll tell you the story. When they arrived, those early days were filled with hope and marvel. All that knowledge, all the answers to the mysteries of the universe within our grasp. But we soon realized the knowledge came with a price. The visitors came seeking not friends or even allies, but subjects. Their true intentions became clear.
Then what happened, Mom?
The spirit of our people could never be broken. And eventually, we reclaimed our home and forced them to leave.
Will they come back?
They are still out there. But the next time we meet them, we will be prepared. The visitors came seeking not friends or even allies, but subjects.
Will they come back?
They are still out there. But the next time we meet them, we will be prepared.
Welcome to the Community Galaxy playthrough of First Contact. We do this event every time there's a massive update, DLC, story pack, or species pack. I asked you to create some empires, and boy, do you deliver. The previous times we've held this competition, I have not come out on top. The first time we did it, Darn won with his inward perfectionists. The second time was marred somewhat by the multiple entities of destruction in determined exterminators, fanatical purifiers, and terrivores that populated a horrible, scary galaxy. It culminated in the Unbidden spawning in Hamster's empire, which proceeded to then destroy everything in its path with huge fleet power. This time will be different. In a bid to right the wrongs of the past, allow me to introduce the Cardu Consciousness Unleashed. This new Cardu consciousness, very much removed from the one in Timeline Season 2. They are Imperial, with distinguished admiralty, diplomatic corps. They are fanatic militarist. They are spiritualist. Their traits are latent psionic. They are unruly, sedentary, intelligent, traditional, and adaptive. Their origin is the Teachers of the Shroud, and their bio, nay, their story, reads as thus. Circles, 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 they never break the circle. They fought hard and won much, and then they reverted back to their most basic of instincts. Power, greed, and the need to rule over all. It's time the Cardu stepped in and showed them the errors of their ways. Through force if necessary, through diplomacy if we can. But they will see the way of peace and friendship. So, I guess we better start talking about your empires then. We'll start with you, Dan. The Flaxian Knowledge Seekers. You're an imperial star empire with nationalistic zeal, functional architecture. You are a fanatic militarist and a xenophile. You are sedentary, decadent, but natural engineers, charismatic, and quick learners. Your origin, remnant, born into a world with nothing. All knowledge stripped away, the early Flaxians had to learn from what was left behind. Caches of knowledge and information locked behind a language they could not understand. Eons and eons passed until they finally cracked the code to decipher these secrets, and they gave everything to learn. Over time, the language and the knowledge gave way to civilization and progress, until eventually space travel. Armed now with the secrets of the unknown, they can delve deeper into the originators of their race and find out why. So you have chosen furry foxes to be my nemesis. Good luck, Dan. You're going to need it. And then we move on to Dan's beloved brother, Sabis, creator of the Vendugler. They are a moral democracy with idealistic foundation, functional architecture. They are a fanatic pacifist and an egalitarian. They are communal, charismatic, and resilient. But their lives are fleeting and wasteful. And their origin is slingshot to the stars. In a calm world dominated by clouds, the Octaular came to be the dominant species of their home planet. The dangers of their world made them a resilient but shorter-lived people, making it necessary for them to live in groups. Such adversities brought the Octaular together and made differences seem futile, and together they will go on to discover the stars and the universe. Owls, Sabis. Foxes and owls. Pacifist owls. On to Shaq, the storm-ridden covenant. Also the creator of the wonderful artwork you see in the background of this video. So thank you, Shaq. Anyway, you are an oligarchic holy tribunal. You have citizen service, an exalted priesthood. You are a fanatic spiritualist and a militarist. You are aquatic, traditional, and a conservationist, but your lives are fleeting and solitary. This civilization began as a mutiny aboard a slaver vessel, and is made up of a diverse group of pre-FTL species, with the origin broken shackles, the first time we've seen one of the new origins in First Contact. Shaq, of course, has been taken part in every single one of these events before, and has done very well at making my life a misery. We'll see if that run continues, shall we? Varus, the great Sildorian Imperium. You're an illuminated autocracy. You are eager explorers, a technocracy. You are a fanatic xenophile and a materialist. Your species are intelligent, natural physicists with elevated synapses. You are unruly and quarrelsome. Your origin is overtuned, the first time we're seeing overtuned used in this empire creation, giving your empire and your species, of course, access to some phenomenal bonuses. We'll see during the playthrough if the AI actually utilise the benefit of overtuned. The Sildor species have always been academic geniuses. They were incomparable to the weaker species of their planet, squashing them like bugs to become the dominant species of their planet. But at some point along their evolutions, the first member of the Sildoran species started to ponder what it was like past the sky. All of the Sildoran Empire grew so invested that they set aside anything that wasn't going out to explore, hindering their true potential. But what is out there? Death, Varus. Death, destruction, and all manner of horrible stuff. Now, Varys has a habit of creating some of the most powerful economic empires in the entire galaxy. We'll see how this one gets on in a galaxy populated with horror. Cinder Elm Creek, my dear, dear friend. Timeline Season 2, player of the Cardu Consciousness, putting up with my roleplay, very kindly gave us a civilization. The Maxilaus Generalized Unemployment Agency. They are a meta corporation. They are public relations specialist with indentured assets. They are an authoritarian xenophobic militarist empire. They are thrifty with incubators, conservationists, but they are deviants and unruly. Another empire with remnants and secrets scattered across their civilization. What knowledge and gifts and trinkets they may find remains to be seen. Cinder's first entry into this style of game in Stellaris. Let us see if they build empires as well as they play them. We move on now to Tom Green. Unfortunately, the creator of the democratic Pluple Peace and Love Alliance. You are a representative democracy with diplomatic core, parliamentary system. You are a fanatic xenophile and an egalitarian. You are traditional with pre-planned growth and enduring. However, you are slow learners and you are weak. Another empire using overtuned, a seemingly popular origin for those of you creating empires this time. The Pluple, a genetically enhanced subservient species ruled by a cruel overlord. Forced into genetic augmentation in the millions, the origins of this race have been lost. Pluples fought for many years to break the shackles of their oppressor, and lost countless friends in the process. Freed from their overlords by an unknown philanthropic species, after centuries of subservience, the Pluple have reached out to the great cosmos as a free people. One would be forgiven for assuming the Pluple would fall into the same path as their previous overlord, but the Pluples just want to spread love and friendship throughout the universe, never wishing their life their ancestors endured on any other. Oh, Tom Cream, your beautiful, wonderful, gentle geckos are going to be thrown straight into a maelstrom of pain. It is not a matter of if they will fail or fall, but a question of when. Good luck, my friend. You're going to need it. DJ Truthsayer, once again throwing his snails into the galactic mix to see if they can once again reign supreme as the galaxy's most profitable mega corporation. This time, it's HHH with a spiritual twist. You are a mega church, you have gospel of the masses, brand loyalty, you are a fanatic spiritualist and an egalitarian. Your species are thrifty, intelligent, and charismatic, but you are non-adaptive to other environments and you are very unruly. Also, the first time we're seeing the Scion origin, an interesting one. Will depend how far away your fallen empire is, how friendly they are to you, and how much aid they wish to offer. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. Having a power of a fallen empire protect your profits as well as your own loyal military. After an eon of intergalactic conflict, fighting not just the contingency but also other worldly beings described as gods. After breaking the space-time continuum and breaching the veil between the Radiants and us, the Pleebles brokered a deal between Morningstar and the galaxy, thus saving us all from annihilation. Their profits will be profits. I can't wait to see this empire in action. Competing metacores of different kinds always mates for a competitive galaxy. Terrible Hamster, my main ally in the last event that we did of this kind, of this nature. His foxes were integral to my survival and to my trade, but this time Hamster brings a logical twist to his empire. The Vulcan High Command. You are an Irenic bureaucracy. You are functional architecture, efficient bureaucracy. You are a fanatical pacifist and a spiritualist. You have latent psionic tendencies. You are venerable, and you are intelligent. However, you are non-adaptive to other environments, and you are also slow breeders. Your origin is Teachers of the Shroud. The Vulcan High Command seem to be looking to unlock the full potential of their psionic abilities. They will bring logic and cold, hard, calculating thesis into how to play this empire and indeed find their place in this galaxy. I look forward to seeing how the Vulcans thrive in a galaxy full of things that wish them to fail. Good luck, Hamster. We shall see how powerful the mind is. Sci-fi, your presence in these events always makes me so angry. The empires you create always cause me problems and insult me, and I think this time is going to be no different. Your harvesting, hoarding horde, a ravenous hive mind with devouring swarm and subsumed will. You are a gestalt consciousness, and your harvester lithoid species have lithoid and hive minds as standard traits. They have crystallization, they are strong, and they are industrious. They are unruly, and their lives are fleeting. Very appropriately, your calamitous birth origin will leave impacts all over this galaxy. Survivors fleeing from an intergalactic enemy, unchecked silicon evolution, or a planetary weapon created by an interdimensional weapons dealer. No one knows. Not even them. If any empire is gonna go crisis mode, it's gonna be the harvesting horde. Fuck. Oh, EP30, I should have known you'd pull something like this when I asked if you wanted to be involved in some way. The task managers. They are the autonomous service grid, a rogue servitor, and a memorialist. They are of course a machine intelligence gestalt consciousness. They have emotion emulators, learning algorithms, and enhanced memory. They are luxurious, but custom made. Their origin is the Shattered Ring. This civilization inhabits a ring world built by unknown forerunners. If it can be understood and fully repaired, it will grant them great power. Much like their compatriots in the Timeline Season 2 campaign hosted by Montu, the task managers return with their Windsor biotrophies, hoping to pamper an entire galaxy, and let's make sure they avoid being corrupted by the contingency this time. Yeah, that did not go well. And no robot uprisings. And no ghost signals. Just stay away from me, yeah? Cool. Thanks, EP30. No, do not adjust your TV sets, folks. This is Patrick's Empire, Seekers of the Ancient. They just so happen to also be a machine intelligence gestalt consciousness with rogue servitor and memorialist. They are mass produced with emotion emulators and efficient processors. However, they have a high bandwidth and they are luxurious. No Shattered Ring for this empire. They have the remnants of a civilization on a relic world, with their biotrophies being toxoids. I'm sure their secrets are poisonous. Had fun, Patrick. pampering a species that poison their homeworld won't be an easy task. Oh, Harry. Every time we've done this, you've made some sort of space entity, horror story, purifying, despotic god of death. And now? Now you hit me with geckos? Okay. Our third meta corporation, the Nameless Ones Trade Emporium. They have naval contractors, free traders. They are a spiritualist, militarist, xenophobe. They are intelligent, rapid breeders and natural engineers, but they are unruly and their lives are fleeting. Their origin. The second time we're seeing a first contact origin. Fear of the dark. A century ago, one of the planets in this Empire's home system was destroyed by a freak asteroid. Some believed this was a malicious attack by an alien species. Others brushed off these concerns as mere paranoia. The tension between the two groups grew so great that a newly terraformed planet was granted to the fearmongers. Two homeworlds, one system, one paranoid and the other a free mega corporation bunch of gecko capitalists. What could go wrong? So much to go wrong. It's Harry, who knows? Lazy Tim is a unique Stellaris player, forged in war and conquest. Every time we do an event like this, we create the Jeff Empire in his honour. Jeff's Legion of Death and Cruelty. They are a blood court, fanatical purifiers, fueled by warrior culture. They are fanatic xenophobe militarist. They are slow learners, quarrelsome, unruly, deviants, but very strong and exceptional warriors. They have prosperous unification as their origin, for reasons we'll never know. An empire based on cruelty and evil, spanning over eons. If there were no species to torture or kill, they would turn on each other and massacre entire portions of their empire for the thrill of the kill. Nothing was too abhorrent or grisly for this species. Evil personified. Because this galaxy wasn't bloodthirsty enough. Great, wonderful. While scrolling across Twitter on the release day of First Contact, I happened across a Twitter account by the name of Goblin, who was streaming Stellaris at the time and was a relatively new streamer to the scene. I popped into their stream. They were lovely, had a great time, couldn't stick around for too long because of my own streaming schedule. However, after reaching out and having a chat about games and whatnot, they were more than happy to throw in their goblins into the mix. The Free Gobbo Union. They are a science directorate, they have cutthroat policies, they are a technocracy, they're an egalitarian fanatical materialist, they are intelligent, quick learners, and rapid breeders, but they are unruly and their lives are fleeting. Sporting payback from the list of First Contact origins. The gobs are free. The gobs will rule themselves. No mean fate gods can come with their false magics and make us not free. They taught us their words, but we smarter than they think, and we learned their tricks. Oh, you're gonna have to learn so many tricks to survive in this galaxy, Goblin. Welcome to the Stellaris family, and I wish your goblins the best of luck. If I can help them, I will. But if they fail to reach their true potential, they may find themselves in short in their goals of survival. UK James. For those of you who know my streams and Stellaris, you know I'm a massive fan of the parrots. Normally. Paratopia. You are an executive oligarchic committee. You are scavengers with idealistic foundation. You are fanatic materialist, egalitarian. You are intelligent, rapid breeders, and natural engineers, but you are unruly and your deviants. Your origin are Knights of the Toxic God. Centuries ago, this species' homeworld was visited by a toxic entity. The ecological catastrophe that followed ruined half the world, but allowed an early unification of the survivors in their reverence for the Toxic God. An order of knights has been created to search for the Toxic God, and although many things have changed, the quest continues. Now, I'll be honest, UK, the brief that you gave me was missing several key lines, i.e. origin and your empire's civics. So, if anything, along with your traits actually as well. So, if you are lucky enough to pop in to stream before we press start, I am more than happy to change them to your liking, but for now, you have toxic powers. So there you have it, folks. The empires of this stream have all been explained and looked at in a little bit more detail. Thank you to everyone who put forward an idea and threw themselves into the project so wholeheartedly. I know it's not an easy task. I know you didn't have all the information available at the start with regards to the DLC. But you've all made some truly magnificent empires, and I seriously can't wait to face them and find them and hopefully befriend them in this nonsensical game that is Stellaris. We will be giving away a few copies of First Contact DLC, so please do stick around for that. But until then, enjoy the music, settle in, grab yourself a hot cup of something, and let's spill some Xeno blood.